on that.
I don't believe him. He's a very good judge. Thanks again, Warren.
Thanks very much, Rod.
Warren Hall from Kelly & Co., one of the important sponsors here on Yass Cup Day. Been a great day, and there's plenty more to come, Michelle.
And it sounds like you had a pretty good night too. Rod certainly knows how to have a good time. Okay, the Sunshine Coast TVs at 2-1-10. Madeline, $532. What? And Michael Heath is the man with all the answers. What's going to take out the next?
Yeah, Michelle, I'm just a bit happy that I didn't look at the form for Caulfield, because there was a horse in that got beaten called Drinking. And believe me, in Yass and Canberra, they've made that an art form. But picking winners is more important. Michael Heath, what do we come up with in this?
Tough affair, the fourth. Good money on course for number 2, So Turbulent, 5's in, and number 5, Fiery Angel. Both well overs on the NSW TAB and other totes, and they've been very well supported on course. I've settled on number 8 here, Tranquil Lady. She's a mare who resumed at Gundy Guy on Snake Galley Cup Day behind a very smart horse called Name the Day. Barb Joseph, John Scorse on board, well drawn in barrier 2. It's going to get all the breaks in the run, and I think second up form, this mare, she does react. The Danger, 2 So Turbulent, as I said, good money for her. She resumed from a spell here 2 weeks ago, ran a handy race in open company, down to a handicap today, a Class 6 event. Well handicapped really herself, and she does react second up as well. 3 Rich Skies resuming. Matthew Carl on board. Will hit the line strongly. He looks immaculate in the yard. And perhaps number 1, Faraway Heart. She's in the best form of her career. But settling, 8 Tranquil Lady on top. Dangers 2 So Turbulent and 3 Rich Sky.
Good on you, Michael Heath. He presents the Mounting Yard Mail here at Canberra, and he has been firing. And Michelle, I think that his tip was probably named after you, Tranquil Lady.
Oh, too nice. We're heading back to...
Yeah, back here, and we've already heard a number of times today the voice of Brenton Yates joining us here. You've staggered me here before. You've been from Tassie over to here for 4 years.
No, actually, it's probably thinking of Shane Yates.
Was I?
You might be.
The footballer?
No?
No, we'll start again. Don't worry about that. We'll just keep bowling over. So how long have you been here?
Been in Adelaide 4 years, working for Tab Radio and for Sky Channel, etc., and loving it.
Yeah, that's right. A great opportunity at the time. It would have been going back 4 years.
It was. Sort of just came out of school, had a couple of jobs leading into it, and sort of always had a passion for racing, and it turned out pretty well.
All righty, well, a couple of first starters have gone pretty well so far. The one in the previous was pretty good, the Hayes horse. What about the Cup today? Who are we favouring there in race 6?
It's a good race, very open race. Oxford Dollar's the one that I've tipped. He's had the one run back. He's only had 8 starts. He's had 5 wins. This is his toughest test, but he looks a pretty handy horse. So I've tipped him Oxford Dollar. He's stepping up from the 1300 to the mile. It might be a bit of a query.
Gets down to the 52, though, doesn't he?
That's the key. At the weights, he gets in pretty well, I feel. Let's have a look. The Danger into Jazz. He's a good horse. He jarred up at Victoria Park last start. So punters, if you're on into Jazz, don't be too bothered. He did jar up last start at Victoria Park. Wouldn't be too bothered about that run. Telbon Bow is one I haven't found in the top 3, but it's had 7 goes at the 1600, never been placed. Yeah. But on the other hand, it gets in pretty well with the claim for young Vince Hall. So it might be one to throw into the trifectas.
Okay, Brenton Yates talking there to Andrew Bensley, moving in well at Canberra for race number 4. And we'll have a look at Murray Bridge for the 4th. Del Fuego at $2.10. Yarima at 16, Buckled Down 680, Real Shanty 510, Blazing Point 55.
Things, so they're boxed. Jamie Whitney remounting. In Jabira, Bells of Fire stands up. That's the 1200 metre start, and they're just about set here. Race 4. Rich Sky stands up. So Turbulent settles down. There's the light, they're set. And away they go. Oh, missing it badly, Bells of Fire. Tranquil Lady down on the inside, got away well, taken on by Fiery Angel. Now up running third is Sir Turbulent, a break behind those then Faraway Heart. Getting up along the inside in Jabira, followed by Rich Sky and Portsea. And up on the outside, Bells of Fire last. On settling down as they leave the back and race down the side, and Fiery Angel under a good rein, the leader. About a half a length in front of Tranquil Lady, slipping up along the inside to join Fiery Angel. A length off third there, Sir Turbulent, followed by In Jabira, then Faraway Heart. Further the break to Portsea, followed by Rich Sky on the outside, who's back second last, and just on a length then, Bells of Fire last of all as they race up towards the turn, race 4. They've got about 500 to go. Tranquil Lady just in front, ahead in front of, moving up on the outside again, Fiery Angel. So Turbulent goes up 3 wide, 4 wide, Faraway Heart. In behind those, Injabira, followed by Portsea. But as they race down with about 300 to go, Fiery Angel just in front. Tranquil Lady's trying hard. Then Sir Turbulent, followed then by, down the outside, Faraway Heart, who's putting in a run now, but still Fiery Angel. Fiery Angel a length in front. On the outside, Faraway Heart is trying hard, but Fiery Angel is too good. Fiery Angel about a length in front. Now Portsea second, close for third. So Turbulent or Faraway Heart, who died on its run. In behind those, Tranquil Lady, followed by Rich Sky. Then Injabira, and the last one, Bells of Fire.
That was number 5, Fiery Angel, too good there for Amanda Langlar from Queanbeyan. 5, 7 and 2, Fiery Angel. Murray Bridge there behind the barrier here for race 4, Delphawago 2, Buckle Down 7:30, Real Shanty at 6.
Back here at Canberra, we've got Barbara Joseph, and she's got some very good chances coming up. In particular, Barbara, I suppose, in the Cup, it's very well fancied Zabpur.
Yes, he is. He should run very well in the Cup today. He was caught wide at Randwick at his last start, and his run in Melbourne before that was a very good run.
Well, we're running out a bit of time now for the bonus, aren't we?
Oh, yes, but all the good ones are about to come in.
Yeah, well, in the upcoming race, you've got Blazer.
Yeah, Blazer's in the next one. He'll run a great race. He's been freshened up. Man of Mars is a very smart horse, but Blazer goes very well on this track.
Well, we've only got the 4 races to go, and we need 3 winners.
That's right. Well, with the Blazers doesn't count anyhow because there's not enough runners in that race. So I've got to rely on the last 3 races.
Well, it's been done before, I suppose.
Yes, of course it has.
Zabpur, were you a little disappointed at its later start?
Look, I wasn't disappointed with the horse. Brian York said it was one of those races. He drew wide. The front runners were there that day, but there was a bias of the track. He had to be up the front. He went back. He came up. He made about 2 runs on the horse. He never got any more than 4 or 5 deep the whole race.
Yeah, but this day, it's a great day, and I suppose the trainer's bonus probably helped a bit, but it's been a good meeting.
It has been a great meeting. There's been very good racing here today, and some nice horses, and it's for a great cause, you know, for this Joe Kelly appeal thing, and this Yass Cup meeting's just getting bigger and bigger.
What a marvellous effort, though, Joe Kelly riding all the way from Yass to here on an 11-year-old.
Absolutely wonderful. I mean, and the horse looked in great condition when he came back, and Joe looked even excellent himself.
Yeah, I think, you could almost send the horse around.
I said they could put him in the Yass Cup, and I think he'd run a very good race.
Well, Barbara, good luck with your upcoming runners, Zabpur in the Cup and Blazer in the race coming up.
Thank you.
Good on you. Barbara Joseph there, talking with us on Yass Cup Day at Canberra.
Yes, she's a top female trainer, and good to see, and she's always very welcome on Sky. Okay, Warwick Farm for race number 4, it's due in 2. And a road
coming up.
Yeah, plenty happening. It's been a great day so far. Well, interesting race, the 5th. We see the resumption from a long spell of Man of Mars. He's a flying machine, got a great record. He's got it 57 kgs, but he did trial nicely at Goulburn last Sunday. I'm just going to gamble that the last 50, he might find himself a little bit weary in over the concluding stages. And number 2, Blazer, trained by Barb Joseph, set for the race, looks very, very fit. Good record over this course and distance, and 2 kilos over the limit. I think he's thrown in at the handicaps. The obvious stage is 1 Man of Mars, opened up odds on course with the bookmakers. A little bit easy on course, not a lot of confidence about his prospects, but he's certainly the favourite at this point in time. Race robbed of a little bit of interest with the scratching of number 5, Misty Air, late scratching for the minors. Number 6, Sea Jenny, could be storming home. She'll enjoy the speed being on. 4, Bridle Path will go hard early. Blazer won't give up the lead from barrier 1, so Man of Mars will get the sit, but I'm worried about the last 50. I think Blazers just might be a little bit too smart for them. Dangers, 2 Blazer on top. Dangers, 1 Man of Mars and 6, Sea Jenny.
Good on you, Michael Heath. That's his view on the upcoming race. Race 5 here. Blazer is the one that he's come out with on top, and I hope you're on top with your punting today.
Good on you, Rod. Thanks. We've got plenty of action for you to bet on today.
1,000 metres Gates open, a good level start, and Blazer down on the inside got away well. Bridle Path, and also Manamar's up prominent soon after the start, followed by Maringo Bay, and a length behind those see Jenny at the tail of the field, but they're flying out in front with about 700 to go. Blazer leads about 3/4 of a length in front. Bridle Path second, a close third down on the inside. Starting a run now was Manamar's, getting a run between horses. A break of about 2.5 to 3 behind those Maringo Bay, and see Jenny last of all as they race up towards the turn. A shade over 400 to go. Blaze the leader. Manamar's on the outsiders, looming up, followed then by Bridle Path, Maringo Bay and see Jenny. They're in the straight with about 350 metres to go, and Blazer on the inside is still the leader, giving plenty. Manamar's is trying hard on the outside. Further back, Maringo Bay, followed by see Jenny, running on fairly well, but it's Blazer the leader. Manamar's tries hard. It's Blazer, more than a length and a half, and Blazer leads most of the way. A good win to Blazer. Blazer a length over Manamar's, followed then by see Jenny third, Maringo Bay, and the last one to pull up was Bridle Path.
2-1 and 6 past the post there at Canberra. That was Blazer. Too good for Barbara Joseph. Lots of racing action coming your way from venues right around Australia. We head back to Murray Bridge. Here's Andrew.
Here at Canberra on Yass Cup Day is the Australian Hotel at Yass, and with me is the man who conducts this great hotel, Andrew Hambrook.
G'day Rod, how you going?
Well, I believe you've had a lot of success in only 12 months of having a pub tab.
Yeah, we've had our pub tab in since Melbourne Cup last year, and it's going really good. We got nominated for the AHA Awards for Excellence for country TABs, which is a really good effort. We didn't win it, but, you know, to get nominated was pretty good.
Well, I can vouch for the fact that it is a very vibrant place, the Australian Hotel. You do seem to have extended hours.
You know all about that.
Well, I certainly, I tried to close it last night, but what are your normal trading hours?
We've got a 24-hour licence. We don't sort of usually use that all the time, but certainly on a Friday and Saturday nights we go pretty late.
Well, I know that you're also an excellent judge of horses, and what do you fancy today?
Well, in the race I'm sponsoring, I sort of got to back Blazer. I think you went out in a blazing glory last night, and I own a couple of horses today, so we'll cheer home Goldstein in the Cup and Sporting in the last.
Well, there you are. That's Andrew Hambrook's view on the race, and I'm sorry that your dad wasn't here because I have got a few scores to settle.
Yeah, he's a bit seedy. I think a bit like you.
Good on you. Andrew Hambrook from the Australian Hotel, as I said, a very vibrant place to have a cold one on a hot day, or even on a cold day.
Yes, and putting you right in there. Good on you, Andrew. Okay, Geelong, race number 6, 410, 6 Swift Encounter, $15.50, $4, 10 Irish.
But I have been known to have an affinity with hotels, and here's another one. It's the Bynalong Hotel, which is outside, yes, and with me is the licensee, Ian Patterson. Well, firstly, a little bit of geography. Ian, where is Bynalong?
Rod, Bynalong's about 35 k's west of Yass. We're just inside the Yass Shire, and so we include ourselves in the area.
How's the hotel going?
Pretty good. We're only a small village, 300 odd population, but we do all right. It's a one hotel town and very good customers, good locals, yeah, and the passing trade weekends.
And the beer's always cold?
Always cold, yeah.
Ian, well, your race is coming up next. Have you got a fancy in the race, the Bynalong Hotel Handicap?
Yes, I have. I fancy Skarky, trained by Ken Callaghan. I know Ken pretty well, so you know, the loyalties remain there, I suppose.
Well, I suppose you're both old boys of Yass.
That's right, that's correct. Yes.
All right, well, good luck with Skarky, and thanks for your support today. And if ever I'm driving past, I'll just turn off the highway and drop into the Bynalong. It's one of the rare hotels I haven't been to.
Yes, and there is Bundy there too.
Good man. Ian Patterson from the Bynalong Hotel, one of our important sponsors. Now, a man who also, I think he's been to an odd hotel, but more importantly, he's a top form judge. What do you come up this time, Michael?
Well, I've been to Bynalong Hotel. It's a good pub. Bob. Don't worry about that.
Well, you're ahead of me, but I'm going to try and get there.
The 6th, Al Jabber's the one I like here. John Morrissey trained filly. She's got form around good timing, looks very, very fit in the yard. Had the month off, bolted into Queanbeyan last start, and John's obviously, I think, had his mind on this race for since that effort, and she looks particularly fit. Well in commission on course at around about half each way odds, and she's the way I'm going to go. The Danger's 6 Skarky, an absolute ball of muscle, this 4-year-old. Good run at Gundagai last start, and certainly Lane Maloney on board, he'll get all the breaks in the run. 9 Night Before Dawn's an interesting runner, big, strong 4-year-old, a little bit awkwardly drawn, but expected to race well. Certainly good effort when resuming at Goulburn last start. One that has come in for a little bit of support is number 3, Sir Griff. Another one drawn wider out, but expected to race well. Summing it up, 7, Al Jabber on top, like him a lot, thought it was great value. Danger's 6 Skarky and 9 Night Before Dawn.
Good on you, Michael. His view on this upcoming race, race 6. We're only one race away from the Cup, and those trifecta numbers, 7, 6 and 9. And we'll have more from Canberra soon.
Good on you, Rod. Thank you. Our next race is Caulfield, and they are at the barrier here for the 6th. Sporting Queen 12, Prince of Love at $5.60. Jolly.
Successful riders here at Canberra on Yass Cup Day is John Scorse, and in that previous race on Blazer, he showed great elation.
Yeah, I get a lot of fun out of riding that horse. He's ride all his track work and won a fair few races on him. And the people are really good owners. They really enjoy it, and it's great to see people happy after a race. So it's one of those.
There's a lot of them in it, isn't it?
Yeah, there's quite a few. I couldn't tell you exactly how many. It always seems like 40 or 50 when you come back, and always give you a great hooray when you come back. So it's really good.
John, in the upcoming race, you're riding a horse that may well be a topical tip, Night Before Dawn, because last night was a heavy night. What sort of a chance do you give it?
Yeah, he's won over 1,000 metres here, Night Before Dawn. He won his maiden here, and he's been placed in some good Class 1s. His last start, first up at Goulburn, from a wide draw, he ran 3rd, just got pipped for 2nd on the line behind a pretty fast little mare down here called Searin. So as long as he can overcome the draw, he's due outside, and there's quite a bit of speed in the race, but he's quite a fast horse, and I'm sure he'll go close.
Well, John, then we come to the Cup with Zabpur.
Yes, today's the day he's got to stand up a bit, Zabpur. He's been a promising horse for a long time, and he gets into this race well at the set weights in a Class 3 plate. 2 runs ago at Flemington was a fantastic run, and whilst he's got to beat this horse of Johnny Morrissey's, who's also a very promising horse, he's only won his races in rain-affected ground, although he's won them well. And, you know, at the weight, Zabpur's got a real good chance against him. It'll be a very good race.
Well, then we come to the Get-Out Stakes. What about Sir Chambray?
I don't know if you can get out on him. He's been racing really well here, Rod, but in Class 3 plates. He's up to a Class 6 today, but doesn't seem a hell of a lot stronger, except for the fact that Astrology and Sporting are both well-performed horses. But he's a consistent horse in form, and he's drawn 2, so he's going to be right up on the speed all the way. He should run a good race.
Well, I suppose Zabpur's vital to Barbara Joseph because, well, she needs it and 2 other winners to get the bonus.
That's right. The pressure's immense.
But you do look like a man that can handle pressure.
Oh, well, it's not an arm or a leg, but it'd be beautiful if he can win.
Good on you, John Scorse. John Scorse, he's got 3 very good rides coming up here at Canberra.
Good on you, Rod. Thank you. Getting close at Caulfield and at Canberra. Moving in for Canberra race 6, Al Jabber 320, 6 Skarky 410, 9 Night Before Dawn 680, 3 Sir Griff 770, 2 Cinnamon Sky 890. And this is the scene at Caulfield as they're still moving in there. They are running quite late. 2 Price of Love is 466, Limerick Lady 570, 8 Divine Hope 575, Love of Georgia 774, Natural Tycoon 820, 9 Tarathea at 830. And then Murray Bridge to follow. Long odds till we get down to the 8 into Jazz at $9. Oxford $3.80 is the favourite. We're heading to Caulfield. Here's Greg.
Standing on the side, Darren's okay.
There's the all clear. They're ready. They're off and racing. And it was a great line out. Telbon Bay went back. So too did Oxford Dollar. Coming out okay from out wide is Belial, Raja, Jazz, Dedication Boy. And Bummer Holland is hunting up with Amaround as well as they settle. Just in behind them is Into Jazz. They were followed by Yarley Gold in Kamala. Bronze Roulette out a bit wide. Then Teetotally. Next is Bodacious Babe. Queen of Mars pushing up in between runners. They were followed by Northern Ochre. Then came Oxford Dollar, who finds himself back on the inside, settled down 5th last. Northern Ochre behind him with Mow It Now. Then Telbon Bow and Frenzel Rom from the wide gate has gone back to last of all. They head inside the 1,000 in the Murray Bridge Cup, and it's Amaround making play. Leading out by a full length. Up running second is Belial from Dedication Boy. Then came Into Jazz from Inkamala. Next is Teetotally from Raja Jazz, Queen of Mars. They were followed 2 lengths away then by Bronze Roulette, who's out 3 wide. Around Yarley Gold. They were followed by Oxford Dollar, who's about 8 lengths off the lead. Back on the inside here for Gat. Then came Mow It Now. Next is Northern Ochre, Telbon Bow. And 3 or 4 away back. Last of all, Frenzel Rom. But it's Amaround coming to the corner in front. And he leads out by probably a length or so. Dedication Boy out to give chase from back on the inside. Was Into Jazz. Belial still there from Teetotally in Kamala. Then came Queen of Mars. Where's Oxford Dollar? He's held up, not doing a lot at the moment though. Although he's starting to come with a run. It's in Kamala. Into Jazz back near the inside with Amaround. Teetotally the rail. Oxford Dollar looking for room. Into Jazz in front. Teetotally rallying the inside. It's Into Jazz and Teetotally. Teetotally, Richard Stocker getting everything out of it, and it takes the cup. Teetotally by a neck. Second Into Jazz. Oxford Dollar third. They were followed close up behind them by Frenzel Rom, Amaround and Telbon Bow, all in a photo for 4th. Next was Inkamala. Then Queen of Mars, Northern Ochre. They were being followed by Belial. Further back was Raja Jazz. Dedication Boy didn't go on with it today. Then Mow It Now, Bodacious Babe and Bronze Roulette was back toward the rear. The last one home, Yarley Gold.
Well, the long shot got the cup there at Murray Bridge on race number 6, 13, 8 and 12. Just about set at Geelong. Here's Brian.
A perfect line too. Picket in 1 began.
Ride.
Well, back here at Canberra on Yass Cup Day, we've just witnessed a rather remarkable, not a rather, a very remarkable feat, because well-known trainer Joe Kelly has just ridden his 1993 Canberra Cup winner O'Hara from Yass to the Canberra course, some 60 kilometres, Joe.
Yes.
Now, could you just tell us the reason for the endurance ride?
The reason was to show our appreciation and to also to draw the public's attention to the goodness that the Canberra Oncology Ward particular does for very sick people. Having lost our daughter, we were treated that well that's why I took on to do this.
And Joe, how much money do you think you'll raise?
The last count was around about 8,000, so and it's only just started, so I don't really know, but that's a lot more than I thought we would when we thought about the idea.
Yeah, well, I know it's a very very noble gesture. How did you pull up?
No, I pulled up pretty good.
What about O'Hara? He's 11-year-old.
Yeah, but he looks as if he's pulled up better than me.
I think you might have given him a little brush before he came in, did you?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Barbara Joseph because she made it available at her stables to have a shower and hose him down, and also Capricorn. Out at Capricorn Park, we called in there for about an hour and a half this morning, and he got his bath there, and we had our coffee, and also the staff out there were marvellous. They went round all the stable hands there, and they threw in well over $100, so that is marvellous.
Isn't it a great response? Joe, also there's been money raised because I believe your son Jeff is going to be shorn.
Yeah, I'm real pleased about that.
I might point out that Jeff does have rather long flowing locks, and for the donations towards this worthy cause, he's going to have his hair cut in the mounting yard.
Yes, he's not a bad young fella with long hair, and that'll improve him out of sight, so we'll get on real good after this, I reckon.
Well, Joe, you and I are still the short back and sides type.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Joe, congratulations on your ride. I know it was a sad ride for you, but it's going towards a very worthwhile cause.
Well, I think little Sam and Joanne was with me all the way, and I felt good about it. And I would like
racing
They've jumped in a good line, although for Garo and Boas seem to go back shortly after.
Good on you, Michelle. Yes, back here at Canberra. Coming up, of course, is the Yass Shire Development Corporation Yass Cup. Well, they always say if you can't be friendly with your bank manager, find someone in local government. And a man who has had a career change from the bank manager of the Commonwealth Bank in Yass now to Deputy Mayor is David Cassidy. How are you settling into your new role?
Oh, very well, thanks, Rod. No troubles at all. I'm quite enjoying it.
Now, it's a little bit unusual to have a Shire Council sponsoring a race.
Well, we saw that there is a great opportunity here for the town to develop our area, especially in the things that we see as a benefit, such as our wool, because we're a very rich wool area of fine wool, wines and the waterways, and it gave us an opportunity to get the widest of advertising that we could. And we find this is a great vehicle to run that under.
Well, look, it's always been a vibrant day, and it's a day that I look forward to. What do you attribute the success to?
Well, I think originally there was a group of citizens who got together and thought, well, here's an opportunity to help with tourism, and they took that chance to say, well, we all enjoy racing, so why don't we come and do it? And then we just sort of spread it around the community, and we bring over 10 buses at $5 a head, and that gets you in, gives you a race book. It used to give you a beer, but for some unknown reason they did away with that. But we find that it's just a great day out. It's in December. The weather's always very kind, and it's a chance to the community to get together to enjoy themselves.
And what a coup last night to have Lee Friedman as the special guest at your Calcutta.
Oh, fabulous. You know, it's fortunately he came from the area originally. His father and the brothers all were around the area, and a couple of good mates there that got in touch with him. And he usually goes to Hong Kong at this time of the year, but he didn't have a horse running overseas this year, so he took that opportunity to come back home and make some relationships. And didn't he speak well? You know, it's...
He certainly was excellent. Now, David, we're coming up, of course, to the Yass Cup and the Shire Council Cup. What about a tip? Because I know you're a very astute judge, because I've seen the wad of TAB tickets, and some of them are even there.
I always like carrying them around. And in fact, yesterday I think I broke some sort of record. No, I think that the winner is a good thing, and that's good timing. I think after a couple of horses that ran well at Hawkesbury the other day, it looks a special. Zappa, I think, will definitely run a good race and run second, and I'd hope Joe Kelly's horse, Unrelated, can run third for the trifecta. So that would be my tip, and well, I'm on it, so I hope it'll win.
There'll be a lot of sentimental value there, but probably more importantly, if good timing wins, Johnny Morrissey's in a chance with the bonus.
Well, if he wins, he's got the bonus, because he's already got 2 winners, and the bonus is a motor vehicle provided by 3 of our local car dealers to the tune of $20,000, and I'm sure John will look forward to owning a new vehicle after this race.
Good on you. That was David Cassidy, the very popular Deputy Mayor at Yass, and we'll be back with more on Yass Cup Day.
Look forward to that, Rod. Thank you very much. Now, Matoa.